Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today I am going to be doing a review of the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Playmates. Now these are from the current show on Nickelodeon right now, and they came out about 1.5 to 2 years ago, and the reason that I've waited this long is just because I wanted to pick them up, but I wasn't into the show back then. We didn't have Nickelodeon on our TV anymore, so I couldn't watch the series and therefore didn't get the figures, but I was just waiting for them to come down in price, and now that they're nice and cheap, I picked them up, and I'm getting into the series and everything. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I could not miss out on a generation of turtles. So a quick look at the packaging here. They're very nice, colourful, purple and green. They showcase the figure very well and all of the accessories. And it's just very pleasing on the eyes. Then here we have everyone else that came with the first wave, and then you get a quick bio for each turtle. So here's a quick bio for Raph if you want to pause it and read it. Then here it is for Mikey. Here it is for Donnie. And then finally, here is Leo's bio. So there we go. I am doing a review for all of 4 of them, simply because they'll have similar articulation and everything, and it's just going to be quicker and easier for me really to just do one video. When I did my review for the 7-inch classic turtles from Playmates, I did one video for those. That link will be in the description if you want to check that out. So I'm just doing the same with these. So without further ado, let's get them out of the packaging. Just real quick, something I found funny inside here. On the instruction sheet, Battleshell Mikey is for Raph, and then Battleshell Raph is actually for Mikey, so just thought I'd share that with you. And here they are out of packaging, and they look really, really awesome. They're really good Turtles figures, and they do show their price a little bit in the way that they, certain aspects of them are cheap, but for the most part, they are really, really nice figures, and you get a lot of accessories with them, just like the classic Turtles. You get awesome molded in detail and everything, just like the 2002, 2003 Turtles. So they've got some really awesome stuff going for them. So let's just go through one by one and just show you what they come with and what they look like. So let's start out with Mikey, considering he's right at the front. We have a very nice head sculpt on each of these turtles. Each body mold is different, and each head sculpt is different, and everything, So he is the lightest of the turtles, and he comes with his nunchucks there as his main weapons, and it's very, very nice. He hasn't got too many marks on him. Looks very, very cool. Each of them has their own unique shells and wraps and everything, so very, very nice. And then he comes with, let's get Mikey's weapons here, this set of weapons. So each of them come with a sprue of weapons. So he's got these 4 different throwing star kind of things, and then this kind of hook thing with a chain, the blade. I don't know what you call these weapons, but very, very nice. So let's move on to Donnie, and this is the one that I have a bit of disappointment with, really, because this is missing. So I don't know if the actual piece is removable or not, that you store his bow staff in, so I don't know if it was meant to just be glued in there or if it's a missing piece, but it wasn't in the box. I haven't opened it and lost it or something. It just didn't come with one. So if it is detachable, then it would have fell off beforehand, but that doesn't look like a very deep crevice there, so it looks like it just hasn't had one glued on. I don't care, because I'm not going to have him, holstering his staff anyway, so I don't really care too much about it. But I mean, if I ever came up, with a cheap one, I guess I might pick up another one just to get that, but I don't really care about it too much. I don't care about it enough to, need to buy another one anytime soon anyway. So, as I've said, he comes with his bow staff, which is a pretty good size in comparison to him. And then he is the tallest of all the turtles, but I'll show you a size comparison a little later on. So, like I said, all have their own unique wraps and straps and everything. This one's even more unique because it's not complete, but very nice. He has the closed mouth there. And then let's take a look at his accessories. So he comes with these two kind of throwing star kind of looking things. This other bow staff with a blade on the top of it, and then we have this kind of trio of nunchucks, a bit like what the movie Mikey comes with. And then moving on to Leo here, as you can see he comes with his katana, and they can be stored up in here. Now one katana is actually larger than the other one. If I just take him out of his hands just to show you, there we go. One is longer than the other, only slightly, and then also the hilt is actually longer too. So it's longer at the hilt and it's a little longer at the blade. So I put that in his right hand, so this is more of like a kind of parry sword kind of thing. I'm guessing that's the kind of thing that they were going for, whereas generally I think he tends to use two normal sized katana, but there you go. Then this one is a little bit longer, this sheath is a little bit longer than the other one. It doesn't matter which one you put where, but it is a little bit longer, so it's just best to put that one in there really, I think. So I'm just going to store them like that. There we go, they look very nice in there. That works the best for storage really, him and Raph, because I find that, well, Donnie I can't even store his weapon, but with Mikey, because you have to bend them to put both sides in here, I'd recommend just putting the one in, because as you can see, the plastic, this is where I said, you know, they kind of show their price. Their weapons, they will stress easily if you bend them, so just try not to bend them as much as possible, and if they're warped out of the package, try and warm them up and then bend them instead of just bending them, because you will kind of stress them. So again, Leo is the only one to have like grey/white wraps around the feet, so I guess it just signifies that he is the leader, I guess, I don't know. And then Raph is, as usual, the darkest out of all the turtles. This is, well, my other complaint is just he has a slightly wobbly left leg, but when he's on the floor that doesn't really matter, does it? He has the most damaged shell and everything. He even has a little notch taken out of it there. It focuses on him and not on Mikey, there we go. But also he has the most kind of wrinkles here, there and everywhere. But it's really, really nice the kind of moulded in detail that they've got in these turtles. All the skin detail and everything. We never got that before. We always tend to just get smooth turtles, but you get all this really nice moulded in detail. And then there's Raph's on the back. I like them being on the back and not being here, because it means that when they were here on most previous turtles, the leg articulation suffers greatly, and then the arms don't go down all the way, and normally the blade would get warped from sitting against the leg, so it's very nice that they've put them on the back for this figure. And he obviously looks the most angry as well. And with this figure, there is a gap between the fingers on his right hand but not on his left, so you can actually display the side going through the fingers like so, and then in this one you can just have them like that. You can display it like that in both hands, but you can only do this with his right. And here are the accessories for Raph. So we have these kind of side looking things, some more throwing stars, and then these big hook things with blades on the handles there. So for articulation, let's just do it with Leo, because they're all basically the same. We have the head on a ball joint, so it can kind of rock left to right. It moves left to right and up and down a little bit, but mostly down. You can't get much up. And then at the arms we have up and down and then full 360-degree rotation. We have no swivel at the bicep or anything because it's at the elbow, so we have left and right at the elbow, and then we also have left and right up here at the wrist, so you get rotation there and rotation there, and then you also get your obvious elbow hinge there. No waist articulation or anything like that. This flap does move up to reveal the turtle crotch, so that you can get more leg articulation, which is very nice. So the legs swivel at the top, and then they go forward and back, so you can go forward or you can go out or whatever. They also bend at the knee, and they also swivel at the knee. So these are the most articulated turtles of this size that we have ever gotten. They are much better than the classic ones in that way, and they're just absolutely fantastic. Just going to straighten them out here just so that you can get a good comparison of the size of all of them. And now with all the turtles just about in the shot, you can see that Mikey is the smallest, then Leo, then Raph, and then Donnie is the tallest. So they're all not just different colours like they all used to be, not just different head sculpts and slightly different designs, but now we don't have like solid legs. You know, so you have great leg articulation. That's what I always used to want as a kid in a Turtles figure. Great leg articulation, and finally we have it because we can move the knees. So they just look great, they feel great, they're cheap, and you can pose them however you want with awesome articulation. So there's not really much more to say apart from the fact that you really should buy these because your kids are going to love them. If you are a kid, you're going to love playing with them. If you're a collector like me that grew up with different cartoons of the Turtles, you're still going to love them because you're going to love them, you know, another style of Turtles, and they're not too much focused on that cartoon. Like, they're more rounded out and muscular, and they've got the more angry faces than in the cartoon. I think it's Revoltech, I'm not too sure, but someone have now come up with larger versions of them that are like exactly cartoon accurate, and they look really cool. And for your kids, there's a massive array of villains and allies that you can build up your Turtles collection with, and you can get them, you know, the modern iterations of like the Turtle van and this, that, and the other. And there's the pizza shooter and the blimp and stuff that they're bringing back now that they've revealed at Comic-Con. The pizza shooter is something that my brothers had and I used to play with all the time as a kid, so that's really cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this review, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out pictures of my collection, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Homerino123. And if you want to stay tuned for more videos on my channel and help me out, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And like I said earlier, check the description below if you want to check out the review for these guys. And that's just kind of like a quick size comparison. I know that he is crouched down a little bit, but you can see just how much bigger he is than them. These are just the ultimate Turtles figures, so if you want to watch the review for this guy, go ahead and click on the link below. But that's pretty much it for the review, guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.